Today's phonics lesson is 51. Did anybody here want a paper? I forgot to ask you that. Okay. All right, so let's start out reading through sounds. Everybody sitting up straight and tall. Don't need our writing utensils quite yet. All right, are we ready? Swa, sl, pr, sm, cr, gr. Oh, it's gr. What is it? Gr. Sk. Where's this at? At the end of a word. What's usually in front of it? A short vowel. And our short vowels say a, e, I, a. Ft. At the end of a word. And again, what is typically in front of ft? Short vowels. Bl. St. Ng. At the end of a word. Remember, this usually ends with ang, ing, ong, ung. Okay? Fr. Cool. Where should our attention be, friends?
On the board.
Okay, thank you. Ink. And this has the ink, the ink with an I, the onk, the unk. Gl. Sp. Sn. Sk. Fl. Pl. Tr. Dr. Nd. At the end of a word. Nt. At the end of a word. Mp.
At the end of a word.
What's typically in front of this one? Short vowels. Ult. At the end of a word. Ulk. Friends, I really need your attention on what we're doing because based on our last spelling test, it was not good. So you need to get refocused so that when you are writing these words and using them in your writing every day, you're writing them correctly. Got it? Sp. At the
End of a word.
st.
At the end of a word.
Kt.
At the end of a word.
Bruh. Okay, let's write down some sounds. First sound, R. Make sure that you are repeating sounds. Next sound, or. Ear. Qua. Two ways. S before E, I, or Y. S. Two ways before E, I, or Y. Three ways. J. Okay, let's go over those. The first sound was R. A-R. Not the word R, the sound R. The next sound was OR, which also looks like the word OR. The next sound is ear, which also looks like the word ear. And then qua. Make sure your Q looks like a Q and not a G. Two ways for the S sound before E, I, or Y. What do you have, Raylyn? And what else? There you go. All right, then three ways. J. What do you have for all three?
J, G, D, G, E.
There you go. J, G, D, G, E. Does it matter which order you have those in? No. All right. Let's go on to words. All of these words say what? Ah, which a lot of you missed on our spelling test last week for the sound. When we said ah, we've been practicing the AW sound, right? Fawn, brawn, drawn, lawn, pawn, spawn, dawn, yawn, drawl, crawl, all, shawl, raw, spoon, greeting, oil, law, snoop, coat, boil, claw, deer, load, spoil. Read through these on your own right now. Let's read them together as a class. Bridge, spear, float,
Seesaw,
seesaw.
sleeping, shear.
Yes. Read through these on your own. Let's read them together. Soil, drawing, speeding, boat, point, flaw. Let's read them together. Paying, soak, moist, jaw, staying, toast. Again, let's read them together. Coin, thaw, joining, road, coil, dawn. Read those sentences to yourself. Let's read them together. Do you have a fear of the dark? Next one. I think my mom is nearby. Read those to yourself. Let's read them together. Place your ear to the wall so you can hear. Did you hear the chunk of ice hit the bridge? Okay, let's do some writing. first word. Trademark. It's a compound word. The word is trademark. What is it?
Trademark.
So arc. Trademark. Is it okay for you to break the words apart as you're writing them? It would probably be helpful for some of you. Next word, yawning. 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 Our next word is a sight word. Very. Watch my mouth. Very. Very. Soap. What's the word?
Soap.
Dance. Dance. Let's go over those 5 words. So the first word was trademark. What about the aid in trade? Yes. So trade and then mark. R. It's not CK because that's not a short vowel in front of it. It's just a K. Next we had yawning. So ah, and then our ing ending, right? The I-N-G. Sight word, very. It's just one we have to know how to spell. Soap was the next word. What's starting out this word? S. What about the O? O-A, because it's in the middle of that word. And then P. The next word we had was dance. Make sure that your D looks like a D, friends. If you're not sure, do the B-E-D to help you out. So D, and what's making the S sound here? C, and then that E, dance. Okay, next word. Let me see which row I want to go down. Quite. What's the word?
Quite.
Not quiet, quite. Lawn. Lawn. Sight word, against. Against. Thank you to those of you that are repeating the words. Coaster. Our last word, force.
Force.
Let's go over those 5 words. Okay, the next word that we had done was quite. What's starting out quite? Q-U. What about the ite part in quite?
I-T.
Right, it's that vowel consonant silent E. Quite. Lawn. Ooh, what's saying ah? A-W, N. Sight word, against. If you know how to spell the word again, and then add st to it, you have against. Coaster. K, k. What's starting there? K. C. What about the O in coaster? O-A. St. And then the last word you had was force. Or nope. It's a C. E. F-O-R-C-E. Okay, let's do 2 sentences. First sentence. What is your point?
What is your point?
The second sentence. A bit of rice is small.
A bit of rice is small.
Okay, let's go over these sentences. What, sight word, right, is sight word. Your, sight word. Okay, then point. Make sure that your P is actually going the direction a P needs to go. What says oi in the middle of a word? O-I. And then nt and T. What kind of punctuation does this need, everybody?
Question mark.
Yes, it is asking a question, so it needs a question mark. The second sentence, a bit of rice is small. So a bit. B. Make sure your B is going the B direction. Bit. Sight word. Of rice. R. What about the ice in rice?
I-C-E.
Yes, I-C-E, vowel consonant silent E. A bit of rice is small. Sm.
S-M.
All.
A-L-L.
What kind of punctuation for this one? A period. Okay, we have one new material today. It's not new to us, but it's new for sounds that we'll be using in our words. When we see A-I together, what does it say?
A.
A. Where do you think it's located?
In the middle of the
in the middle of a word. Sometimes it could be at the beginning though. Okay? So think about like the word aim.
Frame.
Okay? So aim, mostly in the middle of words. Let's read through these A words. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Train, fail, paint, brain, stain, chain, sail, pair. All right, so now, is this like I got something on sale at the store?
No.
Which sale is this one?
Like the sail on your boat?
Yeah, sail a boat, like you're sailing on water. Pear, like, oh, I love to eat a pear. Is that the right one?
Mm-mm.
Which pear is this one?
Number pair?
Yeah, like if you have a pair of shoes or a pair of gloves. Okay. Anybody know what this fail is?
Like you don't pass.
Yeah, you don't pass something. Okay, let's practice that AI sound. First word, paint.
Paint.
How did you spell paint? P-A-I-N-T. All right, our next word, stain. Stain. All right, let's look at that one. Stain. St. A. N. All right. Chain. Chain. All right, so in the word chain, what says ch? A. N. All right. We'll call it good for today. Now, what I want you to do is get your packet out. I don't think we did lesson 50. So we're going to work on 50 and 51. I think 50 is the next one we didn't do.
We did 49.
Okay, so lesson 50. All right. So for lesson 50, it says find words that have the same underlined sounds, and then you're going to write those words down. So in this word, what does the OA say together? What's the word, first of all?
Boat.
Boat. What's OA saying? O. What about in this word? What is this word? Took. What's the OO saying? What is this word? What's the OW saying? Ow. All right, so we have to find the words that also say O in them. They aren't all going to be OA. Are you paying attention? Because you should be. They're not all going to have the OA O sound. We've talked about other words, other sounds that say O, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be looking for some of those other words that say O, and they're going to go here. There's 5 that go in each column, all right? Here, make sure that all of the words that you write down have the sound in them. All of these words that you write down will need to say ow in them. Okay, then you're going to do the same thing, except we're working on different sounds. Read this word with me. Draw. What's the AW saying? Ah. What's this word?
Sail.
Sail. What's the underlined sound? A. And this word is clap. What's the underlined sound though? Ah. So are you going to have to read these words carefully to put them in the right category?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Are we gonna do?
All right. Let's look at worksheet 51 now. No, you're going to work on your own because I'm going to grade these. Okay, the lesson 51 page. These are homophones. Homophones are words that sound the same, but they're spelled differently. All right. So, can you find the homophone for the word plane right here? Do you see another plane?
Mm-hmm.
Point to it on your paper. You're using these words up here for this top part. Okay. Look down at this word. Friends, this word is boar. This is like a wild pig. Okay, boar. Do you see the other boar in this group of words? Point to it. So that would be the word that you write beside this boar. And that would be the word up there that you pointed to that you would write beside the word plane. Does that make sense? Homophones. Sound the same, spelled different. Do they mean the same thing? No, they have different meanings. Haley?
What's the wonder board?
Oar. Like the oars, like the paddles for a boat. This word is soar, like to fly through the air, the sky. Sell.
That's not.
Loan. Road. Scent. Prince. I think all of those words are, this word is made. Okay. All right, any other questions? I would cross the words off as you use them, just visually to make it easier for yourself. It doesn't matter which page you do first, either one, but then I'm going to have you tear both of them out and we'll staple them together. Okay? Any questions on the lesson 50 page? Should we read through these words together?
Yeah.
Just so you hear the sounds at least one time? Okay, let's read down. We'll do each column. Here we go. Hope. Plow. What's that saying?
Wow.
The ow, plow. Good. Owl. Shook. Toast. Hood. Only. Crook. Brown. Foot. Crowd. Slow. Howl. Road. Let's read through these down here. Again, we'll read down the columns. Fade. Have. Lawn. Small. Make. Clap. Stay. Match. Call. Past. Saw. Play. Crawl. They. Stack. So remember, you're looking for O, ow, aw, a, ah. Got it? Okay. I'll let you start. Like I said, it doesn't matter which page you do first, but then you'll tear it out and we'll staple them together.